Welcome to the Online Health Business Podcast. My name's Jav. We got Coach Mike's in the building.
Welcome.
And today, guys, we got an interesting topic, a bit of a trending topic. Mm-hmm. And it's all about how ChatGPT and AI is going to change the fitness business. Now, to be honest, Michael's more of a ChatGPT AI person than me. I ain't really into all of it, but I have been doing my reading and my research, so I thought it would be a good little topic to talk about. But before we even get into that, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do, because every little like, every subscribe, even a comment, like, helps us, and it helps us spread this message to more trainers, more coaches who need this information, because we're giving away as much info as we can. We're not gatekeepers in this game. So while a lot of other people are trying to gatekeep the information, so please do that for us. It's not a big ask. Just press a button, man. Press a button. So yeah, man. Let's get into it, man. So, firstly, I already know you're doing the whole ChatGPT thing, so you might as well just tell me, how did you come across it? What was your first exposure to it?
That's a good question, man. So, I tap into EYL. So that's a network in the UK, so USA, so shout them out. And yeah, it's just, actually, funny enough, I'm in like some group chat, some like men's sort of group chat, whatever, on WhatsApp, right? And someone just posted it in that, there's this early beta test of this thing. It's going to change things out. And I'm sure like 80% of people didn't click on it, but I clicked on it and I tried it out instantly. And then I tried out what he was saying. I was like, this is crazy. Do you know what I mean? So from there, it was about like, I'll say 2 weeks before it actually launched. So that's my first experience with it.
You still use it now?
Every day.
You actually use it every day?
Every day.
What do you use it for, though?
It's just part of my life, bro. It's we're gonna dive into this more, but I've talked about it on our webinar with our OHB students, right? It's not just a software. We can't think of it as a software. It's a new way of life. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? It's the new excuse remover. So yeah, generally it's almost like a form of Google, but it's a much more in-depth form of Google. So that's basically how I use it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So obviously, I got a couple of notes, so we're both going to try and tackle a couple of questions.
Let's do it.
And I think it will, if you're a trainer listening to this, I think it will help you, because like Michael said, there are a lot of excuses that this will help remove. Especially if you don't like to work hard. So the first question I've got on my notes here is ChatGPT and AI going to replace trainers? Whether that's custom programs, customer service. Do you think it's going to replace trainers in the future?
It's going to replace the trainers who are not up to scratch. And when I say up to scratch, it doesn't mean you've got a wall of qualifications behind you. It's going to replace the trainers that are not able to adapt quick enough. And I think that's a big mind thing. It's a mindset thing.
When you say adapt, though,
if you're not
specifically.
So if you're not even doing online coaching at the moment, you're not offering it, then you're already in danger of being one of those people that gets replaced.
Yeah, you're getting left behind.
True, I'm trying to say to you, And I think there's specific type of PTs as well, because even now I feel that the PTs who are needed the most, that are really, like, if we're being honest now, needed the most, right, are people who personal train the disabled or the immobile, people who are, do you know what I mean, really like low levels of mobility, really struggle. Those are the PTs that are always going to be needed. Do you know what I mean? But everyone else who's more of a lifestyle PT are the ones that are more, you need to be up with it, So, yeah, I think that if you're adapting, because there's so many people in that industry anyway, you will struggle. You could probably always find a client or two, but you'd probably always struggle if you don't adapt to it.
And I've seen like YouTube videos where coaches are talking about how like ChatGPT will write out a whole program for you.
Oh, easy.
A whole fitness program.
Easy, man.
They will write out a whole meal plan.
Easy.
Like, all of that. Do you use stuff like that? Well, I guess you can't, though, innit, really, because of the trainerizing, the coaching apps.
You see what it is? It's actually been doing... What we got to remember is ChatGPT is just like a software. Do you know what I mean? It's a software, right? But the technology is AI. And AI has been about for long. Because AI is what is in Google. It's what's in...
artificial intelligence.
I'm trying to think of another example of it. Siri. Siri's like the biggest example of that, right? So yeah, it's been there, and there's actually apps out right now that your client can go sign up for £14, £30, and it will write their whole program for them, and it will do. There's one that even like based on what weights they put in, it will start adjusting and give them recommendations. You got things like Noom that does similar stuff as well, based on like they can. There's the one that you can breathe into it. Test. So these things are already out there, you know. These things are already out there.
Do you think though? This is the next evolution though. This is what I think. The coaching apps, Trainerize, True Coach, they're going to put AI into the apps.
Easy.
That's what they need. Actually, that's what they need to do.
Easy. They need to do it.
They'll make our lives a little bit easier, to be fair.
They will.
Because then you could just say to the app, create a customized program for a man in his 40s who wants to build muscle. He's got a bad knee, can't squat, can't deadlift, and he's in a gym that has access to this, this, and this. Obviously, the only thing, that makes ChatGPT, and also I'm going to separate ChatGPT and AI. The only thing that I think ChatGPT is difficult, is you need to know how to prompt it to actually get what you need out of it. That's the only thing, like, that's what I find difficult, because I just wanted to give me the answer that I need. But then I've got to put in bare answers. By the time I've written out all the questions, I could have just wrote what I needed myself. That's my only thing. So I'll use it for emails, because I'll put in a good email, then I'll get it to reword it. That's like the only time I use it. Everything else, I just find it a little bit too like step one, step two, like it's too much for me.
Funny you say that though, because there's like an AI software that links to the email now. Is that what you're talking about? There's
I didn't even know that.
Yes,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's in Gmail already, so it's linked to Gmail.
What's it called?
I can't remember, but I've actually got it though. I don't know if I use it as much. I'll get it up in a sec, but yeah, there's one that's linked to the email, so as you're typing, it should work. Kind of like what Notion does. You know, Notion's got it already. There's one already for Gmail there. And I say that to say, that most websites now, you would have noticed it, they're all incorporating the AI.
Right. Why do you think they're doing that?
Because it's the way the work, bro. Like the AI conversation is crazy, man. Like, did you watch that the podcast episode of Diary of the CEO when the guy came, the happy guy? The one that's trying to improve everyone's happiness.
Oh, I didn't watch it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He went into it, bro. And he went into kind of, not the scaremongering, but that side of it, like, AI is going to like grow at a rapid pace, and like we're going to not be able to stop it, and we need to kind of feed it good information so that it doesn't turn it, all of that, man. So there's so many levels. But I think in general, you know, and I'm not this, you know, it's not really, there's no such thing as conspiracy in it. It's life, or it's fact, or it's fiction. So I said this before, you know, the main aim, or, you know, is to separate or to get rid of the middle class, you know, so that is, that's it, man. That's it, literally. Like,
they're going to be looking at you like, who's this madman, bro?
Yeah, no.
So you're saying it's only going to be
this
the
is
lower
important
class,
and the whatever,
and the rich.
The rich and the rich. So the upper class. So yeah, that's the aim of it. So the middle class is generally like the working class, and it just costs them money. And I think what happened with COVID is that people realize, I can get people to work from home. So I don't need to spend like $1 million a year on an office building. And now if you think about how much workforce costs, you know what I mean? So, you know, would a lot of people, it's not everybody, there's still a lot of owners, people out there with good morals, and they care about people experience. But a lot of people aren't gonna, and gyms, the reason that PTs need to be up to scratch is that gyms are probably the most greedy, you know, organizations that we see in a lot of them. Do you know what I mean? A lot of them we can see already how they treat PTs and trainers, you know? So yeah, man, a lot of these companies, most companies in the world are already adapting to AI. So I think all the trainerizers, true coaches, they're working on it as we speak. But it's going to be like a tricky thing, and you probably can expect a bit of jumps in the prices when it's
but then like, what about the personalization aspect of the coaching? Because obviously that's what we sell, right? Premium, one-to-one online coaching.
Yeah.
So when we start incorporating the AI, can we still make it personal? Can we still make it customized? Because obviously the first question is, can AI replace personal trainers? So is it still going to be personal?
Yeah, 100%, man. Because it's like what you said, you need to be a good prompter. And even being a prompter is a skill. Being a good prompter is a skill. Because it's how you word things, how you explain things, and it's just using that part of the brain. You know, some people aren't. Have you ever heard someone say that I'm not good at giving directions?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some people aren't good at that side of the using that part of the brain. So yeah, man, like the prompt, being able to prompt is a key skill. It's actually a life skill. I believe there's people already that are selling ChatGPT prompting like services. Yeah, 100%, you know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You can run a whole job role on it, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Certain administration,
yeah.
all of that. So
And I think the people that will learn how to prompt it the best, they can even sell that as a service.
As a service, bro. They
Like,
100%.
My ChatGPT prompt guide. You can download that, bro. That's a lead magnet, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
We might have to make that.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
we might have to make that.
I'll get that done this weekend.
All right, cool. So, do you think it's gonna replace trainers? Yes or no?
Some.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
many.
I'm gonna say yes as well. Some to a degree. I think the trainers that are too stuck in their ways and not willing to change, they're gonna suffer. All right. So, look back to my notes. The next part really is how can we use it to assist in our marketing efforts as coaches. One thing I'll say is what I like to do with it. I said it with the emails. I'll put in an email, get it to reword it. I've been trying to do that with like my captions now, my copywriting. I'll put my copy in there and I'll just be like, something I've used before. I'll be like, I'll just rewrite this or reword it, but make it funnier, or reword it and make it a bit more formal.
Yeah.
So I've been using it for that. What kind of marketing things should coaches be doing? Obviously, I've given two, email and copywriting.
Yeah.
What's another thing we can do that you think, or that you do, even on the marketing side?
So remember, AI has got loads of different things now, right? We was talking about it earlier, like the one that makes presentations. So you got AI that can generate images. I talked about this in the webinar as well. Like you got one of the Pope wearing like a big hoodie and a chain, 50-cent chain.
I ain't seen that one.
You seen that? Yeah. And it's like, it looks like a photographic image. Or even when Donald Trump had the accusations, there was kind of like mixed thoughts because like they had pictures of him getting taken by police, but it's not him, it's AI generated. Do you know what I mean? So you can actually do something like that, funny stuff like that. And because they're building the video version of that now, I think that is going to help people with their content. I'm already seeing people with ads, yeah? And Canva actually have this within Canva, yeah? So, you can do the AI bot and it's talking, but it's a person, and then you can just tell it what to say.
Like a voiceover?
Yeah, like literally, like let's say there's just some person's face, human being.
Oh, but
and they're just saying whatever you told them to say.
Okay.
That's actually in Canva right now for free.
Yeah.
It might be a pro thing, but it's in Canva. Like I did it the other day.
Wow.
So
what do? You put a picture of your face?
It's there. Like you can put your face as well,
and it'll move the lips.
You can put somebody's face. Yeah, you can put someone's face in it. You can put Ronaldo's face in it. You can put whatever's face in it.
That's mad.
So that's a marketing, like just using things to do that, because people are already using it with ads, and you're gonna get more people click on stuff like that. Yeah.
And I did see a video the other day where the guy used ChatGPT to design his ad copy. So he was like, "Can you optimize this copy for Facebook ads?" And then you put like the target market. I'm targeting women in their 30s. And then I saw another one, or I've read a training on how to use ChatGPT to pick your interest on, when you design the Facebook ads. You can say to ChatGPT, what's the best interest for men in their 30s for Facebook ads? What interest should I put in Ads Manager to target men in their 30s in the UK? Boom, 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 who are overweight or whatever it may be. And ChatGPT, I asked for 10. I can even show you. I asked for 10. They gave me 10. But I only picked one, innit?
Of course.
So that is a way you can use it for marketing as well, actually. I just thought of that. I just remembered that because I did use it the other day. So Facebook ads, emails, captions, voiceovers for videos.
Yeah.
What about like Reels and TikToks and that?
Yeah, man. You can get it to actually edit your content for you. So you know that now. Remember we told you about the video.
There's a video one.
VidYO.
Yeah.
So that's that one. And to actually start using, I'll try that out with the new vids we've done. And then just in terms of ideas for them, I've used that before. So like some of the skits, I'll be like, it wasn't the greatest. I'm not gonna lie.
But then you think, is that you, or you think it's the prompting?
It could be.
Because if you could prompt it better. By the way, you need to move over a bit because you're coming out of the shot.
Oh shit. It could be the prompting and that. Yeah, you see what it is? It's, we're currently on ChatGPT 4. I recently paid for it, innit? I don't know if I see the benefit yet, but what they're saying is just there's more accuracy to it. So I'm just kind of like, and also I'm kind of setting myself a target to make money from it. So that's why I paid for it. Do you get it? You know, you paid £20 for it, £30 for it, but like I've already got like a pocketbook that's in a whole different niche that I'm gonna convert over to my current niche, right? All right. So when I say a pocketbook, let's say you've got a lead magnet, the male's guide to X, Y, and Z. So I'm gonna literally copy and paste it all, put it into the ChatGPT, and say, you know, make this about women that do X, Y, Z.
Okay, yeah,
so I'm setting myself like a task a month in that aspect to do so that it produces its fruits.
That reminds me though, from a marketing aspect, that's one thing we can do.
Lead magnets, yep.
Make lead magnets in there
all day long.
And to be honest,
and ask it for ideas for lead magnets.
Ask it for ideas. But if you're ahead of the game, right? We all know there's competition in this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are got one leg up on the competition are gonna be the winners at the end of the day. So if I see you've got this lead magnet that's getting bare downloads, I'm downloading the lead magnet, I'm copy and pasting it, and I'm saying reword it for me, and I'm making it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go down that route.
Yeah,
because if your lead magnet is doing well, and I see someone doing well, and they got my lead magnet, because I listened to this thing the other day. It's a little bit off topic, but the guy was like, when he started his coaching business, he just spied on the competition. So anytime he saw ads, he'd just download the ad or he'd hop in their free Facebook group. And then he took it one step further and got his wife to book a sales call with them to see how they ran the sales call. He'd record it on Loom. And then he would also see how they pitched their price and obviously what their price was. And then he would get his wife to object and see how they tried to handle the objection.
Flipping heck, man.
Obviously, she'd object. They wouldn't sign up, but he'd watch the recording. And he said he'll do that for about 3 or 4 coaches to see how they're doing it.
If you're a mentor watching this, I don't know why you're watching it anyway, but we're not going to do that to you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I see this guy talking about it. I was like, that's mad. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that's mad.
You see why that's a good way to branch this as well, yeah? It's because it's in line with the AI thing. When a coach is doing well in our program, right, and they're attacking the tasks we give them, we got this thing where we're like, the shark. Like, he's a shark with it, you know? And I always refer it to why do they call it Shark Tank? Why do they call it Dragon's Den? Do you know what I mean? And it's just the aggressiveness of success that comes with success. You know what I mean? I think sometimes maybe people feel like it's some success or winning or achieving something, especially in business, is this like fancy. Because you get these people on LinkedIn especially, right? And on Insta as well. And they make it look so fluffy. Oh yeah, like it's so friendly, especially women. You know, we love you all. But women can be very deceiving in terms of your Instagram persona. You may see this woman and she's a female PT and she just looks like the brightest, you know, the nicest, smiley, everything so great, but she's a shark. Like she's aggressive.
She knows how to market.
She's aggressively going after goals and she's doing stuff like what you just said that coach was done. You know, that guy's a different level of a shark, right? But it just shows you. So if you're looking at AI and you're not even open to the conversation, then are you a shark? You can't think that you're really a shark just because, oh, you're smashing out 40 hours in the gym floor or you're doing all those old school. Part of being a shark is that, I will adapt and I will, do you know what I mean, do whatever it needs to do to win.
And I think, like even me, I've got to learn to embrace it more because I'm not getting left behind.
Yeah, you can't.
There's one thing, I ain't getting left behind. So
never.
Got to turn it on. All right, cool. So let's move into the nuts and bolts of it. Obviously, we've talked about a lot of pros. Are there any cons in your opinion, though? Any cons that you'd say, okay, this is why I wouldn't use it, or this is probably not good for this, or whatever it may be?
That's a good question, man. I think a con that I've avoided, yeah, and I think subconsciously is why you said that you're not really, because don't let Javen fool you. This guy is a shark. The shark is of the sharks.
Not with that, though.
So, but that's what I'm saying. There must be a reason. So the reason that you've done that subconsciously is the same reason I'm going to give. You can't make it turn you lazy. Do you feel what I'm trying to say to you? You can't make it turn you lazy because it can easily become what you said, like where you're doing something, you're trying to do something on ChatGPT you could have done yourself. So I'm always conscious of that. Like I'm not like let's there's still things that you can and you want to do yourself organically. So even with the check-ins now, you know, you can actually get ChatGPT to do your whole check-in. But does that make sense though? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, let's think about it in the proper side of it is, does it make sense? Or should it give you bullet points and then you make the loom? If anyone knows what a loom is, it's the video where you talk over the camera. So it's giving you the bullet points, you check over it, make sure it's good, and then you do a loom now because you just saved yourself 2 minutes. Like, we can't let it turn you lazy, because then it's kind of like abusing the game, right? And then that's when we start to put ourselves in trouble, because we want people to know the value of a coach, because there's still so much value to a coach. Because the main things for a coach that you're giving value with is accountability, community, and like leadership, actual knowledge and guidance, right? So the knowledge side is where ChatGPT is kind of coming in. So we need to kind of be, you know, wise about how we use it, and we got to still use our own brain, our own motor skills.
Yeah, I think that's the one aspect. Like, I think the personalization aspect is one thing that you got to prompt it correctly, but I think that makes a difference, because that's my only con for it. It's just like how personal I can make it. At the end of the day, it is a robot in it, so it's never going to have human element, human touch. It's only going to have as much as I give it. So that's my only con. And then, yeah, like you said, that time thing, right? Because if it's something I can do on my own, rather than asking it their questions, I'd rather just do it. Like, and that's kind of where I'm at. But there's other things though, obviously, like we alluded to, future, where it can make presentations for you. Those type of things.
And those are here. A lot of them are actually here, man. Like, It's just that we're not using them.
Yeah.
So I'm actually trying to get into the habit of just using it more and more, because there is a lot of things.
I mean, if it could make presentations for me, then boy, I'll take that. And videos,
video.
And I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok, but they're doing the voice AI. So they'll have like a Kanye West song, but they'll have Taylor Swift rapping it in the same voice, and it sounds mad.
Yeah, right? That's been getting big.
I see the Drake one where Drake's singing. What's the girl?
The Burner Boy. Was it Thames?
No, the girl. You feeling me?
The
mixtape thing. Yeah, they got Drake singing that one, bro. It's mad. It's mad. But yeah, man. ChatGPT. But yeah, man. So ultimately, it's not gonna end your business. It's not gonna replace trainers. But if you're a smart trainer, I think you'll learn to kind of use it alongside your business. And we actually did a training on it recently. Well, Michael did the training. So if you want to kind of go into it a bit.
Yeah, no. So what I did was a really serious masterclass on it, you know, and like the top things to use right now that are, you know, using AI technology, use cases for coaches, exactly, you know, the type of prompts to be doing, how to build a lead magnet, how to build X, Y, and Z. Yeah, so it was a real masterclass. So, you know, for everything that we're saying, that's basically, you know, it will solve your issues. You just watch that and you have a full in-depth understanding of what to be using, what type of AI to be using, which softwares, what the websites are. So, if you are interested in it, how should we give it to them? Should they comment? Should we put it in the description? What are you thinking, man?
We're going to put it in the description. It's the easiest way for this one.
Let's do it.
So, yeah, go on.
Boom. So if you want access to that masterclass and make it nice and easy for you, just click in the description to this, whether you're watching on YouTube, Spotify, whatever, and download it, man. And say thank you afterwards, because love is love.
And it's going to show you exactly how you can use ChatGPT and AI to at least assist you in your business. Because at the end of the day, we're solopreneurs, innit? We want to build teams, but at the start, it's just you. So any help you can get, take it, man.
That's it, man. It's a game changer, like with what you just said. Game changer, because the biggest commodity is time. The most precious thing we have is time, right? Do you know what I mean? So any way you can buy that back. And the minute you signed up to the gym floor, it's a bit of a head twister, but the minute you sign up for the gym floor, the minute you applied for a job and you got it, you signed up to the rat race. As much as you don't believe it.
It's true.
Because when you start learning, you see, oh, this person's like making this off of YouTube, or this person's making that off that. You just realize how much less you could, you know, input you could put to get more output. Do you know what I mean? But because you're already stuck in the race that you've entered, you're now stuck between the two. Because now, how do I create this new thing
And
when
get out
I'm
of
already
this.
sucked into that?
Yeah.
So I think this is really a game changer now, because you can do so much more than before. You would have struggled for a year. Now, like, you know, you can get things done in a month, a week, and
I had a powerful conversation as well with our new mentor, and he said something about like, he was asking me like, what's our goal? And I told him the figure. He was like, okay, well, I know that there's trainers doing it. So the biggest thing to realize is that if someone else is doing it, that means it can be done.
of course, without a doubt.
So the rat race that you're in right now on the PT gym floor, you see other coaches that not even as smart as you, doing well online. Don't doubt yourself. It can be done. And AI, ChatGPT can assist you on the way. That's for sure. And that's for someone that I don't even fully use it properly yet. So yeah, download that free training. The link is in the description. Again, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Every little bit helps. Obviously, this is a growing podcast, just getting it out there. So just a little like, help us with the algorithms, because we are trying to boost this up. And then, yeah, man, that's the Online Health Business Academy podcast. Peace.
Boom.